building, putting your opt-in list building into overdrive. Tonight we're going to be talking just what the slide says. We're going to be talking about list building. This is something you've heard probably that is pretty important. You've also maybe tried it and you're not quite understanding how to get that list going. After tonight, I really hope that we can get that off the ground for you and get you thinking some different things and showing you some different ways to start getting going on your list building, because it is very, very important. If you want a long-term business where you are really in it to make some money, you need to have a list. And not only a list, but you need to have a good quality list, a highly targeted quality list in the niche that you're in, that has people on it that know you, like you, and trust you, and are buying and paying customers. And that's what we're going to be talking about tonight. The money is in the list, and if you had $1 for every time you've heard that said, there would be no reason for you to go through any other training, because you would already have your fortune. Without a list of responsive customers, you are not going to be very successful in online marketing. Yes, you can make a few sales here and there, but the problem of it is the most of the cost that goes into things is actually getting those sales. Once you get somebody on your list, you have the opportunity to sell to them over and over again. The problem with not list building is you can get traffic to your websites, but when that traffic shows up to your website, if you don't collect that name and email while they're there, chances are that it's going to be a long time if they ever show back up to your website once again. And that's not what you want. You've spent too much time, you spent too much effort, you spent too much money trying to get these people to your website with the traffic methods that you're using. And once you get them there, you don't want to lose them. You want to get them on your list so that you can build a good, strong buying relationship with them to get them to buy from you over and over again. That is where the real money is at. Do I need a list? After that little speech that I just gave you, the simple answer is yes. You need a list. A list will build loyalty and repeat business, and that's what you're looking for. It's no different than an offline store. When you go into an offline store, that the manager, the person that owns the business, whoever it is that greets you there, they're there to serve you and to build loyalty so that you are going to come back, so that you're not just going to be a one-time show. You're going to show up time and time again for that repeat business. If you walk into a grocery store, and you don't have a pleasant experience, are you going back to that grocery store? Probably not, unless you have to, if there's nothing else open. You go where you feel that, your loyalty lies, and that's what your job is to build loyalty and repeat business, and you do that through your list. It's the quickest and most direct method of communication. All you have to do is type up one email. Because they're going to be in your autoresponder, that's where you're going to house your list. One email, all you have to do is type that up and you broadcast it to part of your list, to all of your list, whatever your choice is at that time, and you send out that email. You just click a button and it's gone. It's out to your entire list. Now that's pretty quick. Otherwise, you would have to go about that, about your list, calling each one of those. If you have a list of 10,000 people and you start calling those people one by one, that's going to take a long time. When you have them on a list, you just basically send out that email and it's ready to go. You're communicating, and that's one of the most effective and direct methods of communication there is. Immediate, repeatable, and measurable results. You can get immediate results. Once you get somebody on that list, you can get immediate results. You can get repeatable results, where not only are they buying from you right then and there, or signing up to whatever you're, taking that action that you're asking them to take. It can be repeatable, where you get them to take that action time and time again. And it's a good way for you to be able to measure your results, to be able to find out if your emails are getting open, and it's just getting those people on your list. Being able to keep track of how many people are there, what kind of conversions you're getting when you're sending them to different sales pages or whatever that you're sending them to. You're able to track and keep records of who's actually buying, what they're buying, what they're not buying, what their response is. It's a good way for immediate, repeatable, and measurable results. It's easy and not a lot of tech skills required to build a list. About the only thing that's technical about list building is setting up the squeeze page. You gotta get your domain name, your hosting, set up that squeeze page, create your free offer, and then drive traffic. There's not a lot of tech skills. Now there's a lot more to building a list and building a good quality list than just that. But as far as the tech skills that everybody's worried about, not a lot of tech skills. It can be easily outsourced if you don't understand the technical parts of it. Very, very reasonable. And it helps turn leads into customers. A lot of the times when you get somebody on your list, they're not a customer right now. All they are is a lead. You put them on your list. They don't know you yet. They don't like you. They don't trust you. Maybe you didn't do quite a good enough job with the sales page or whatever on pre-selling them and getting them to buy. Once you get them on your list, this was going to help you build that relationship and continue the pre-sell where you can continue to deliver value to them, continue to let them get to know who you are and your products, to turn them not from that lead into a customer. And that's what you're after. You're not after just a bunch of people on your list. You want them to be a customer. It's very affordable. There's very minimal cost to list building. As far as like creating free products, you can use PLR, you can do, it does not cost a whole lot to go create a nice ebook or a report to give away, or a small video series or whatever you want to do to give away. You've seen the giveaways out there, you see what people are using. That's what you're going to be wanting to use. It does not cost a lot to do that. You're going to have your cost of your domain name, which you can get from $7 to $10. You're going to get your web hosting, which you can get for under $20 a month. Your autoresponder, right around $25 a month, depending on what service that you use. That's basically it. There's not a lot of other cost to it. So it's very affordable. And it positions you as an expert. Once you get people on your list, you are the expert. They opted into that list because they feel you have something to offer them. They see you as the expert now. And this is also giving you that opportunity to really position yourself as the expert as you build that relationship with your customers and your leads as they come onto your list. This is one of the best ways to position you as an expert. You now are in control. Once that person opts in, they've said, yes, I want to be here. You're now in control. You are the one that are sending them the emails now. You're not waiting for somebody to show up to your website anymore. You now have them where you want them, for you to position yourself as the expert in their eye and get them to start buying them through those relations. All right, elements of list building. Very simple elements to list building. First of all, you have to identify your market. You need to decide what market you're after. Not only the market, but you need to identify the problem that that market is having. That's something that's going to be very critical in these elements that we're going to be talking about, is identifying the problems. And as throughout this training, we've been telling you and sharing you of ways where you can go out and identify your market and identify the problems that they're having. The research that you put into it at this time is very critical. Most of this has already been done. You just have to go research the research that's already been done. But start to find out what the problems are. One of the best things about list building is once you do have a list, it's going to make this part of it a whole lot easier, because you can contact the people that you have on your list now to find out what kind of problems that they're having. There's many different methods that you can use to get a hold of them. You can, through your email,